Greetings and salutations, Fright fans. I'm Jaime and Fuego here at Mad Monster 2017 in Arizona for the horror show with the legendary El Leyenda, Mr. Tom Savini. We're completing the Pittsburgh trifecta with talking to John Russo already, some of the Night of the Living Dead people. So thank you very, very much for taking the time to talk to us, sir.
You're welcome. Have you been properly sanitized?
Sanitized, as in with the red on my face? I was not expecting that. That's genuine reaction right there. So first and foremost, the Pittsburgh connection. I have family in Beaver Falls, which is just outside where my mom went to college and everything.
That's where we shot Day of the Dead.
No kidding.
The Wampum Mines in Beaver Falls.
Very, very cool. Yeah, and the Saturn award-winning Day of the Dead for you, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. What's your thoughts on the Day of the Dead remake, the remake, right? Because they already redid it once, and now they're trying to do it again.
I don't watch that stuff.
Well,
in life, you have to know what to ignore. If you want to be happy, you have to know what to ignore.
Well, I wish I'd ignored the first time they attempted remaking that, because that was just awful. But as far as remakes go, I personally think your remake of Night of the Living Dead doesn't necessarily get the credit it deserves. I interviewed George Romero at Scarefest in Kentucky a few years ago, and he told me that's one of the few remakes he'll actually vouch for and that he really enjoys.
But everybody says that, you know.
Yeah, as they should, though.
Yeah. I get a lot of emails about that being one of the better remakes out there. Because, you know, it's the same movie except for some twists, and then we changed the whole, Barbara thing. Mm-hmm. And you get a bit of a sequel at the end, so.
Yeah, and you had Tony Todd did a tremendous job, I thought, in that film, but he's great in everything.
Yeah, he nailed it. We were all done with auditions, and he came late and said, yeah, you got to see me. So I handed him the script, and then 5 minutes later he came in without the script, knew all the lines, and produced tears. I closed the book, that's it.
So had you met him before working with him on that project?
I had no idea who he was, yeah. But when he did that, I closed the book and said, "Oh, that's it. That's Ben, the very last guy we saw." Yeah. And Larry Fishburne auditioned for that movie.
No kidding, really? Yeah, when he was still going by Larry, right?
Yeah, and who else? The guy on LaSalle, Eric LaSalle on ER. He auditioned.
Dang.
Yeah. And Michael Dorn.
Worf himself.
Tony Todd killed it. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, as far as another property that is enduring, you did some recent work for this Friday the 13th video game. In fact, we have a mask vendor friend of ours named Scott Garcia with a booth over here at Mad Monster, and he's already got the new mask design and everything, and he's selling it over there.
I know. He should give me one of those.
Yes, he should. We're going to have to talk with him about that.
Whenever I create something like these guys, see this? Oh. If they create something I've done, look, I get a copy of it.
Yeah.
He needs to give me a copy of that. He's your friend?
Yeah, he's a longtime friend of the show,
Well, then you'll have to take care of it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Or else.
All right, I'm going to get zapped again over here.
All right.
So what was the process like working on that video game? How much was the involvement? Because you did a new Jason design, right?
Yeah, that was the last thing I did. The first thing I did was create all the kills. There's maybe 80 kills in that thing. You can see 13 of them on YouTube if you go there.
Yeah, we've done some reactions to them already, and it wasn't even originally supposed to be a Friday the 13th game. Didn't they acquire the license after they'd already started working on it?
Yeah, as I remember, it was summer camp or summer something.
Yeah, something inspired.
And they went to Sean Cunningham and got the rights, and all of a sudden, and it's it comes out on the 26th. People are just can't wait for it.
Yes, we're very excited about our show.
Yeah. But the new Jason, that was something that they hit me with later on, after the kills.
Now, over the years, you've transitioned more so into being in front of a camera instead of creating these grisly, awesome things that go before the camera. Well, do you like acting more now, or do you like to balance it out?
I tell people that was my first career because they see these pictures, Fluffy from Creepshow and all that. I used to say, I prefer acting, but boy, I really hate the repetition. You do a scene, then you got to do it again. I just did it. Yeah. And then I realized that's why Frank Sinatra only did one take.
Yeah. Because this first take, only take.
That's it. Because you do it, it's just that's what I hate, the repetition.
Yeah. Well, my introduction to you was Sex Machine, obviously From Dusk Till Dawn.
But that was different. I would do those takes. 50 times if Robert wanted to.
Yeah, and you were also on the TV series a little bit too, right?
Yeah, I'm in 6 episodes. From episode 3 to 9,
Well, I just got to say, and from Dusk Till Dawn, your delivery on the line of, like in a Time Life book?
I mean a real book.
You mean like a Time Life book?
That just gets me every damn time, man.
No, I don't know why that's so funny to people. I've seen it in theaters where they crack up over that.
Does anyone know anything about vampires? What, like a
Well, because you don't play comedy. You just play it straight. If it's funny, it's funny.
That was why it was so good, man.
Yeah. Thanks.
Excellent. So you are jumping behind the camera to direct something again for the first time in a while, if I'm not mistaken. At least IMDb is telling me you're remaking an Italian film from 1980, Nightmare City. Tell us a little bit about that. Is that not happening, or can you not talk about it?
I haven't heard from those guys in a long time.
Ah, that's disappointing, because I thought that was kind of an intriguing pairing right there.
No, but they have some other project they're talking about me being in, but I hear from them so infrequently that you just kind of slough it off until the money's in the bank and they're sending you a check and you're leaving to go to Rome or Germany.
Well, I have to say, another thing that I know you worked with Romero on is the Tales from the Darkside Show, and obviously one of the most influential episodes on the whole show. They put the creature on all the box art for the re-release recently,
Lizzie,
the In the Closet.
Yeah, Lizzie. As a matter of fact, somebody just sent me, I don't know how many people know about this, or if you're supposed to know about it.
Well, lay it on us. We're all curious here.
Give me a second here.
All the Mad Monster fans.
You brought it up, all right? So come on.
I was just recently binging the entire series and kind of going through, and but I mean, this is the man who is behind some of the best effects practically that you have ever seen.
Here, somebody Greg Nicotero refurbished Lizzie.
Ah, Nicotero's awesome.
That's Lizzie.
Yeah, take a gander there, guys. Yes. A thoroughly creepy episode that you also directed, right?
Oh yeah, I directed 3 of them. The ones I did are the only ones that they commissioned feature-length scripts for movies. It never happened, of course. Lizzie was one of them.
Yeah, I could see that character having a life of its own in a full-time feature. That would have been great. So then, what is on the horizon next for you? Something like an upcoming project we can plug, since I totally miffed on that IMDb one, thinking that was something that was like in a pre-production or something.
Well, of course, the Friday the 13th video game.
The 26th of May.
Yeah. Smoke and Mirrors, which is a biography. 3D.
Ah, yes. Create the illusion. Enthrall everyone.
Hopefully that comes out before Halloween, and also kind of a big coffee table picture book.
Really, of like your extensive body of work and everything, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's a biography for sure. Yeah.
So the last thing that I definitely have to plug here is the fact that you were here assisting Mr. Doug Bradley in recreating the iconic character that he made legendary as well. Pinhead here at the Pinhead Experience.
Yeah.
Yes. How was that whole process for you?
Well, that was great. I mean, Doug came to us, and I really am working with Steve Tolan of Tolan Effects in Pittsburgh. He did all the work, and I simply helped them apply it.
Nice. Yeah, we had the opportunity to actually film the promo for it, which was very cool, and I think you did a hell of a job, man. I have to give you congrats on that.
Yeah. I mean, we obviously contributed a lot more as far as, right down to the last 15 minutes, we were deciding not to use flash photography and to get some lights in there and get Doug and make it like a scene from the movie, which is the way it turned out if you've seen the photos. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we were in there for it. So
okay.
we did it ourselves. It was killer. It came out great. One more thing I can't forget to plug is the fact that you actually work with, it's a program that you helped put together, a special effects program.
Oh, my school.
Yes. That's the last thing because when I read about that, I was like, that's awesome that you're passing along your know-how and experience to aspiring young kids and stuff.
It's the Douglas Education Center. My students. Do you watch Face Off?
Yes, we do.
Right, well, we won Face Off just recently with Sig Neutron, one of my students. Nora, who won last year, is one of my students. At least half of those people, or at least a third, are students from my school, the contestants.
That is exciting. So if you
the school's in Pittsburgh. It's 16 months. It's a degree program. Parents love that, and the students' attitude is, this is school?
Yeah.
Because they're doing this all day, making monsters.
Doing what they love.
If that's what you want your life to be, that's the place to do it,
Yeah, excellent. So definitely go and scope that out. Is there a website they can consult? If all you aspiring filmmakers or go-getters, be a gore-getter, be a go-getter.
DEC.edu.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Tom, I hope you've had an awesome time at Mad Monster.
Thanks.
We've had a pleasure having you back here. I'm going to let you. Yes, I was going to say, brains scrambled, and now I'm going to go. And now I'm going to go consume some brains. So I've been Jaime and Fuego. That is the man, the real Tom Savini. I think it is on Twitter, right?
Oh yeah. There's a check mark.
Yeah.
I am verified.
He's legit. He's definitely legit. Well, we won't take up any more of your time because Tom's got important things to do. And until next time, remember, Fright fans, stay scared.